Hi, my melanin beauties, and welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be a part of the Presence Habits series. So basically what I'm doing is giving you guys ideas and things that I do in my own personal life to become more confident in myself, to feel good about myself, because I'm a firm believer that if you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good, period. Okay. So years ago, before I was on my level up journey, definitely in my 20s, I kind of would just roll out of bed. Okay, I didn't really have any intention. I would just roll out of bed like 30 minutes before I had to go to work. I would barely do anything to my hair. I would just brush my teeth, wash up, and I was out the door wearing sweatpants and oversized hoodies. And I'm not gonna lie, during those times, I did not feel the best about myself, and it showed. Like, it literally looked like I gave up on life. Like, that's how I looked, because that's honestly how I felt. I was 340 pounds. I was not active. I was not eating healthy. I was very depressed, and it showed, right? But I knew, like, I would say things like, one day I'm going to be that girl. Like, I'm going to be so cute. I'm going to be in shape. I'm going to have the cutest outfits. I didn't know when that day was going to come, but I knew that someday I was going to be that woman, right? And fast forward to today, I am her. And one of the biggest lessons I learned on my level up journey is we have to act like we are already what it is that we're trying to become. So I want you to think about, when you think of your dream version, what does she look like? Like, how does she carry herself? How does she do her hair? How does she do her makeup? What kind of outfits does she wear? What kind of foods does she eat? Is she running a business? Is she in school? Does she have her master's? Like, whatever it is, I want you to write down what it is that your dream version is. And then I want you to start acting like you're already her today. Not after you lose 50 pounds, not after you graduate. No, I want you to already act like you have accomplished it. Because when you act like you've already accomplished it, now you start moving like you already accomplished it. Like, your energy changes, the way you carry yourself changes, the way you feel about yourself changes. So even when I was overweight, I told you guys in another video, when I started my weight loss journey, I already started putting together cute workout sets. I didn't wait till I lost 100 pounds to look cute in the gym. No, I went to Fabletics and started getting matching sets at my 340 pound self. Okay. And I would rock it, even if I didn't necessarily feel the most confident in it. Like, I didn't like the way my body looked, I still wore the matching sets because I needed to feel good about myself in order to be consistent with it. Right. And that's what I need you to do too. A lot of times we think that we can't be that version of ourselves until we are technically that version already, but that's not true. You got to embody it. So maybe you want to get married. Ask yourself, the version of you who is married, happily married, her husband loves her, how would she act? How would she carry herself? What kind of things would she tolerate versus not tolerate? And whatever that is, that's how I need you to act today. Not tomorrow, not when you're already married. No, you got to start acting like that today, because how you see yourself is how you show up for yourself. Okay. So we got to start embodying who we want to become. And you might not necessarily know, then get on Pinterest. When it comes to like your daily look or your go-to outfits, your go-to makeup looks, your go-to hair looks, if you're not too sure, get on Pinterest and start putting together some pins and create a board for yourself so that you can see what it is that you're aspiring to look like, to see what it is you're aspiring to be. But what I can say is, when I wasn't doing that, when I was just floating through the motions, that's when I felt the most depressed about myself. That's when I felt the most insecure about myself. And one thing too that I notice a lot of women will do is they'll say, well, Chaz, I don't have time. It's a lot of work to get dressed every day. It's a lot of work to make sure that my hair is done. It's a lot of work to make sure my makeup is done. It's a lot of work to exercise. Okay, well, it's a lot of work to be depressed. It's a lot of work to be insecure. It's a lot of work to roll out of bed and be miserable. And that's literally how I used to feel about myself, because like I said a few minutes ago, I looked like I didn't care. And you could tell, because internally I didn't. But you got to decide, like, hey, what kind of life do I want to live? Do I want to live the life that I'm currently living, which I may not be too fond of? Or do I want to become that dream version of myself who's very confident and who loves herself, and it shows? You guys, the energy that you put into yourself, it radiates through you, and other people can feel it. They don't even have to talk to you to know that you're confident, because they can feel it in your energy. And the only way you're going to start really carrying that type of energy on you is if you make yourself a priority in your own life. It amazes me how we'll prioritize friends, we'll prioritize toxic relationships, we'll prioritize jobs, we'll prioritize family, we'll prioritize TV shows, we'll prioritize gambling or drinking, going out to the club every weekend, but yet we can't prioritize ourselves. Like, make it make sense. Like, something else, and I don't know if this is because I've just gotten older or what, but it amazes me how we as women will get our hair done, right? But we only want to show our hair when we're going out. Otherwise, we are in bonnets all day. Why is that bonnet on your head? And I used to be the exact same way. Like, in my 20s, I used to be a bonnet queen. Like, I would have a whole lace front glued down, but yet I'm walking around, going to Walmart, going here, going there in a bonnet. Make it make sense. What was the point of me paying the money to get my hair done for it to sit in a bonnet? Like, you know how you feel about yourself when you put yourself together? Like, let's say you're going on a date night. Like, let's say babe texted you and was like, be ready by 7. He got that type of energy, and you're like, oh shit, okay. You make sure your hair is done. You make sure your makeup is done. You get on the cutest outfit. Like, you are so excited and you feel good. Like, you look in the mirror, you're like, oh shit, I look cute. Why can't we have that type of energy every day? Why do we only have to feel good about ourselves if we're going out to date night, if we're going out to the club? Why can't we make sure we feel like that Sunday to Sunday? I want to make sure I feel good, I feel sexy, I feel beautiful every single day. Not just when I'm going on vacation, not just when I'm going out on a date. No, I want to feel like that all of the time. So that is why I put in the extra effort to put myself together, even if I'm going to be lounging around the house, because I'm going to pass a mirror in my house. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and be like, damn, girl, you look good. Like, body is tea, hair is tea, makeup is tea, everything is tea. Like, I want to feel like that about myself all the time, because like I said, when you feel good, you do good. When you look good, you feel good, okay? And stop being lazy. Like, we're going to step out of lazy girl era, because it's not getting you anywhere, right? When you don't prioritize yourself and the things that make you feel good, it shows. People can tell. The way you carry yourself, it makes it obvious. Okay, yeah, she doesn't prioritize herself. Like, you can just tell the way, like, prime example, let's say your friend calls you, right? And you answer the phone and her voice is like, hey, how are you? And you can just tell something is off. And you'll be like, what's wrong? And they'll be like, oh, nothing. But the energy is just off. Like, you can tell something's wrong with her. That's how you sound. When you don't feel good about yourself, your energy, the way you talk, people can tell. At least emotionally intelligent people can tell. Something's off. And it is just kind of like, what's wrong? Like, I don't know if I should talk to her. I don't know if she want to be bothered. Like, that's the energy you give off. And the reason why you give it off is because you don't feel good about yourself. But again, the reason you don't feel good about yourself is because you do not prioritize yourself. You're not willing to wake up an extra 20 minutes early just to put on some makeup. You're not willing to wake up an extra 20 minutes earlier just to put a comb through your hair. Like, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And if you don't know how to do your hair, like myself, I don't know how to do my hair. I do not do my hair like at all. Then go get it done. I went to the Dominicans today. It cost me $40 for a deep condition and a blowout. That's it. If we stopped running to Cava and Chipotle every other day, you would have more than $40 to do your hair. You would have more than $40 to go get your hair done. So some of these excuses that we make, and again, I used to make all these excuses too, but it wasn't getting me anywhere because I was still depressed. I still didn't like the way I looked, and my energy showed it. We got to prioritize what's important. And what's important is making sure you feel good about yourself. So I want you to write down things that would make you feel better about yourself. Like, how would you carry yourself? What kind of outfits would you wear? How would you wear your hair? Would you do your makeup? Would you prioritize skincare? Would you go get facials? Like, whatever it is. And I want you to start executing those things. Don't wait until you get your dream job to do it. No, you got to start moving like that now. Because listen, in order to manifesting is about how you feel about yourself. You can't attract things to you if you don't feel good about yourself. When you don't feel good about yourself, you actually repel. That's why I said earlier, like, if your energy is negative or depressed, down in the dumps, like, people can feel that energy. So maybe your dream man is right around the corner, but you got this energy on you that just seems like, woe is me. You kind of look like Eeyore. Like, you got a damn rain cloud over you. Like, your dream man is literally around the corner, but because you got that type of energy on you, he gonna be like, I don't know if I should bother her because she look like she ain't having a good time. I don't know. And you gonna repel him right away from you. And then you're gonna be sitting there saying, why don't men like me? No one likes me. Because look at the energy that you carry. People can feel it, ladies. People can feel it. Like, I cannot make this up. And this goes back to the argument that we had, a discussion we had a few days ago when we were talking about being a melanated woman. And a lot of times, and I used to be like this too, people want to blame their skin complexion on why they're not getting certain opportunities. But a lot of times it's the energy that you have on you. I can't make this up. And I know some people are going to be closed-minded and be like, no, colorism is a thing. I'm not saying it's not, but you're not making it any better by carrying yourself the way you're carrying yourself. Looking like you don't give a fuck. Excuse my French, but it's true. Looking like you're just here. Woe is me. I hate life. I'm miserable. And you want everyone to know you're miserable. It's all in your energy. So again, some people are going to be very close-minded to this, and they're not going to want to accept that as truth, but it is truth. It is the truth. And I've lived both lives. And now that I prioritize myself and I make sure I look good and I put myself together and I prioritize me, I feel so amazing about myself and I attract so many opportunities. Like, my business is growing, my platforms are growing, my bank account is growing, everything is growing. I am accomplishing all of my goals. Body is tea. Like, all of the things that I always wanted for myself are actually coming true, all because I decide every single day I'm going to make sure I feel good about myself. And that's me prioritizing myself, getting up earlier, putting myself together, and being the woman that I want to be today. I'm not waiting for magic fairy dust to just sprinkle onto my life and it just magically happens. No, I make sure that I feel good about myself so that I can show up well for myself and get it done. Okay. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. Stay beautiful, ladies.